back once again on my channel. So today I'll be showing you guys how you can cut out a chevron pattern or zigzag. It's called a chevron pattern or zigzag pattern, like using a stripe fabric to cut out, to arrange it to form a zigzag or a chevron pattern. Okay, so now I'll be using this stripe of fabric now. This is the pattern. I'll be using this pattern. This is my 8 pieces pattern I cut out. In my previous video, I showed us how to cut this 8 pieces. So you can see the down part of my, it's not all that, there's no more volume, it's not much volume because we didn't use, I only used 2 yards of fabric to cut. I will leave a link on my description box on how you can cut the 8 pieces skirt, okay? 8 pieces or 8 panel skirts. So this is the pattern I got from it. So I'll be using it to cut out this zigzag effect or chevron effect. Okay, so now how do you cut it? So now you can see this fabric I have here about 2 yards. Okay, normally whenever you are cutting any pattern, you want to arrange it in a zigzag form, it's always taking more fabric. It takes more fabric. So that is why you can see the down part, there's no more, it's not that full. This is 8 pieces. Okay, so we are going to cut this one 4. So this is the front panel, we are going to cut it and 2. I also have also the back panel, because the back panel, the difference between this front and the back is that the back will be having zipper. I added um zipper allowance to the back. Okay, that is just different. If you are not going to use any zipper, maybe you want to use rope or elastic, you don't want to add zipper to the back, you can just cut out this one 4, while you cut out the shaping side um 4 as well, making 8 panels or 8 pieces. Okay, so I will leave a link on my description box on how I got this, how to cut these 8 pieces. It's very simple. All right, so now let's get started. Okay, so pardon me, we'll be working on this floor. So this is our cutting floor now. Okay, so we are no more, and my table is so small that it can't contain, and I want this thing to be very clear so that people will understand. All right, so this is the back panel. Like I said, this is the back. You know, whenever you are cutting, you cut on fold. All right, so it was on fold. Okay, it was actually on fold, so I've cut 2 parts. So now I've opened it. Okay, it's the same thing with this one. So you know, when you're cutting, you cut on fold. All right, but I've opened it up. So before we transfer it on this, to get this zigzag or chevron, you have to open it up. So I've opened it. So this is the back. The only difference is that it's having 1 inch. You can see there is a, we have about we added some zip line. So added zipper allowance. So added zipper allowance to the back. All right, so this is the side. So now I'll go ahead and arrange it on how we can cut out the zigzag pattern. So this is my fabric. You see, this is a stripe fabric. You can see it's on fold. This is about 2 yards. So I folded it into 2. All right, you can see the line is facing horizontal. So this is my, as I'm standing here now, this is the horizontal line. You fold it to, so that the stripe will be in a horizontal form, not vertical, in a horizontal form. So I folded it and the lines are horizontally. So now, so guys, after placing your fabric on fold, like I said, so the next thing you do, you are going to open up your pattern, your 6 pieces. So this is the center. So you are going to open it up. If you are cutting, this one is particularly for 8 pieces. Okay, so maybe I will do a tutorial on how to, but the important thing is for you to get the basic. Okay, so you are going to open your pattern this way. To be open up, you know, when you are cutting, we cut on fold. All right, it was on fold, so you open it up. So I'm going to place it horizontally. Okay, diagonally. sorry, we are going to place it in a diagonal form. You bend it, you can see, in a diagonal form. So you can see here. So I want this point, this edge touching this particular point. So my pattern, I pin it on a slide. So like this is what I have. I'll go ahead and pin it, or you can use something and place on it so that it won't move. So remember we are about to get our chevron or zigzag. So I'm trying to pin it down. Okay, you can use something and place on it. So you fold it this way. You can see the way I placed it. You open your pattern, then you place it in a diagonal form. So this is for the front. When I cut, you find out that I will cut two of this because it's on fold. Alright, so now I'll go ahead and place the side. So this is the side. So now remember, I want this pattern, I want it to go up in a zigzag form. So this is the down part of this particular, the front. That place is the waist side, the top is the waist side. So now, looking at this pattern, you can see here is the hip line. So this is the hip, the shaping part of this pattern. This is the side, the shaping part. So this place will be joined to this place. So here is the waist. This is the waistline. So now, instead of me folding it this way, if you place it this way, you find out that after cutting, it will not, the zigzag will not form. Okay, so what you do, you turn it upside down. Okay, now the waist part will be facing the hem part of this panel. So in a diagonal form. Okay, so don't worry, because this fabric is not that it's not plain, it's not white. So you can see here it's coming out. I will join it later, as well as this side. So I'm going to join whichever way that is not complete. I will join it later. Okay, so the important thing is for us to get the diagonal form. So I'm going to pin it like this. So here, even the down part, I'll be joining it. I will join this top part after cutting. Okay, so I want to pin it down. All right. So now, after placing it this way in a diagonal form, okay, I'm going to, I'll be cutting it out. All right. So I'll go ahead and cut it out. You can see here, this part, I will go ahead and join here. So when I finish cutting, I'll be joining this part. You can see here it's not up. So I will join it. I will take some material from here and join it back, as well as this top part. Okay, but if you have enough white material, so you can get it full without joining. So now I'll go ahead and cut it out, right? So that we'll see how the effect will look like. So from here, okay guys, as you can see right now, I'm done cutting it out. You can see our pattern is ready. Okay, you can see the zigzag pattern I'm talking about. So guys, as you can see right now, you can see our pattern is ready. See, this is the chevron or the zigzag pattern I talked about. So I'll go ahead and do the same thing at the back. I'll do the same thing. You can see the effect I have here. All right, so this is the zigzag. Right, so that is it for this tutorial, guys. So the same thing, the same way I cut this, I'll do the same thing at the right. So this is the front panel. Remember, like I said, there will be zipper. The only difference between this and the back is the zipper allowance. Okay, so this is our 8 pieces zigzag and zigzag or chevron panels. All right, so I'll go ahead and arrange them and sew them properly, after which I've cut the back. So the same way I cut this one, this is the same way I'm going to place the back. You place it in a diagonal form. You fold your fabric horizontal, make sure the lines are on the horizontal, then you place it in a diagonal form, so I'll be able to get this. All right, so guys, thank you so much for joining me on this tutorial. If you find this tutorial so helpful, please kindly give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not done so, and please hit the notification bell, so whenever I upload any new video, you will get notified. All right, so thank you guys for joining me on this tutorial. Bye.